Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Defender's Quest, Valley of the Forgotten. A monastery, a Selene chapter house, a monastery of the Ash Kingdom's primary religion. Let's check it out. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. I'm not gonna sell his old sword. And yeah, I'll go ahead and replace that, and that one I will sell. I'm gonna sell that too. And that. And that's not as good. Let's check out the armor then. Because we've got plenty of money now. I'll just buy one for that ranger. See what we can recruit. We can recruit healers. Coat. That's how I'm gonna say that. Ranged, heals your allies, has a few light attacks, place wisely for best results. Yeah, they're one of the more tactical pieces, or players, characters. Act 3. The gear does not resent the lever nor the weight the chain, but each part works in harmony to fulfill the design of its creator. Yeah. What do you mean by that? Okay, so that explains how she's destroying them. Ah, so he's possessing them for all intents and purposes. Yeah, we're still kind of clouded on what those dark goals are. We know he wants to kill the librarian here. Safely outside these walls. So this part I've never understood. We got inside the walls to be safe, and now we're leaving the walls to be safe. Okay. Azra rushes to defend the hospital from a surprise attack. Must express my gratitude for all that your monks have done for us. I did not expect anyone to help the plague victims here. Well, it's kind of a dog-eat-dog area, I suppose. Why didn't they keep the hospital inside the monastery where it's safer? I'm confused about that too. Ah, well, that's why we're going there anyway. There's someone there that we can recruit, maybe. What does that mean? Strange new abilities. Alright, we need to cross the river. And they can feel her? Yes. By hide, I mean murder, and by far side of the river, I mean everything that moves. I like slack. If I were doing this with no generic recruits, I would set these two here and then Bakal the healer down here to heal them. But now that I'm using generic recruits, I'll set up a little bit differently, because the rangers can reach them from across the river. Oh, and here, spoiler, we encountered enemies too soon. Yeah. They're actually introduced in the story, and we ruined that. Surprise, I guess. Yeah. Have you ever noticed every time you open your mouth, stupid comes out? I don't think he cares, to be honest. Yeah, rangers are just decimating everything now. Some more critical. And for the healers, I'm probably going to put as many points as I can into group heal, or max that out first. That's one of the better abilities for a tactical standpoint, I guess. Oh, who are you? Oh, so you guys are holding out okay, I guess. Everyone's still alive, yeah. Well, good. Bellicose. There's a word for the day. The last princess of Quaid, filled with vengeance for her fallen kingdom. I'm not sure that's how you pronounce that, but Quaid. Attack at the hospital. The party helps defend the besieged hospital. Yeah. Ah, yeah, she wants to join the fight. Oh, and we're under attack. Yes. Daughter of Fire. It's ironic. She says all enemies who come against me will burn, and she is an ice mage. Yes. And strangely, she's not at all unnerved about this, like, halfway place where we fight everybody. Now, with no generic recruits, I usually put them like that, or the other way around. In my experience, it doesn't really matter. And her... I can't remember. I think I usually put her up there. I think there. Because when she's boosted, then she can... her range will get all the way down to cover this area, so she'll effectively be able to help anyways in covering all three paths. And him, I stick right in the middle so he has access to everyone. And our low-level healer... kind of want to stick her out of the way somewhere. Him. I don't know if that's if they're male or female. Well, I'll put him down there. I'm gonna assume they're a him. That's pretty much how I'm going to start all of the boosts in most of the battles now, is with the rangers. Because look at that. Yeah. Almost don't need anyone else. Alright. Now we'll go over the Ice Mage's abilities. Ice Ball, which is just an ice attack to one enemy. Ice Shard, which is the same. That has a useful trait that's associated with that though. And then Sleet, which is an area of effect in her entire circle there, and that can slow enemies down. So that's pretty useful. There's a 50% chance for chill, which is slow. And it's an interesting thing about the elements in this game. The ice attacks or status effects that are caused by ice can be cancelled by fire, and vice versa. I still have a berserker yet. Forgot about. The last several times I've played through the game, I played with no generic recruits, so I'm still getting used to having all these other characters to deploy. This is an interesting bit of dialogue. Okay, so there's something. Most of the people down here are Quaid. Oh, it was a prison for the enemy country. Yes. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, stuffing things. You know what they say? Don't gossip about anyone who might slit your throat at night. Yeah, who says that? People whose throats haven't been slit, presumably. Because the ones that have don't have all that much to say. Yeah. Okay. Friends are great. For instance, if you need to slit someone's throat in their sleep, you can say, "Hey friend, hold this person down." Yeah, Quaid Empire is the Fire Empire. Yeah, why don't you have fire attacks? Oh yeah. So she survived the plague and yeah, came back with these new abilities. So at least I guess some part of the plague is beneficial. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The hospital, Slinny House of Mercy, a place of refuge and healing for the wounded and sick. Yeah, what is the plan? You kind of are still leaving us in the dark. Alright, we gonna learn something about you here? Yeah. Ah. Yeah, he's the prince. So we were going to lose. The Quaid were stronger. Oh, see, he was a general in the army. That's what Zellimer was hinting at. He's fought a war, so he has blood on his hands as well. Oh yeah. So that's why you're a monk now. You're trying to right the wrongs of the past. You don't know? Ah, that's what you're planning. We need to know why. Yeah, well, that makes sense. Anything new? Yeah. I'll buy just one of those. Antler bow. We've got some good enough for now. Then she's got a +3. I'll buy a staff for our second healer. It's good enough. Oh, something of interest. Revenant, or ice mages, wear heavy armor. So there's that. And we can buy some much better armor. Let's just stick a couple of the good pieces on our healers. Our rangers are probably okay with what they have for now. And we can recruit ice mages, so I'm gonna recruit one of those. Alina. And there we go. Yeah, where are we going? Ah, where it all started. So often is the case. Well, he probably already knows why he wants to kill you. I'm sure he does, if you are war buddies. Probably understands how you think. Now we have to outrun him before he can create more mindless zombies. Desert Stronghold entrance. Trailed by a band of revenant, the party makes a stand before entering the Desert Stronghold. Our secret entrance. Yeah, and they're right behind us. He sure gathers some zombies pretty quickly, doesn't he? Okay. So we need to destroy the entrance behind us. Does that in turn mean perhaps that we won't be able to go back to those other nodes? No, no. We have access to those. Let's put one of those there, and I guess there, and that one there, and this one there. Most of the enemies will be dead before they get to them, so not terribly worried about my low-level mage here dying. Our rangers will be able to take care of pretty much everything as it comes. I do want to make a lap around or so to open up some other abilities for them in case something does slip by. Actually, I want to get her sleep available. And he's the last stand there pretty much, so let's boost him. But the fight's over. I got rangers handled all of that. Alright, let's get Ice Shard and Chill. This is the trait that's associated with Ice Shard. It adds strike through to Ice Shard, so our attack can hit multiple enemies. So that's pretty nice. Let's save our points with coat until we have these others available. That's next level 5. Yeah. Act 4. Couldn't tell how long I was in that place below the earth, weeks, months perhaps, without the sun, living each moment in fear of the writhing blackness and the things that moved within it. A nomad. Feel the wrath of slack. There's his foam again. Gibbering, misbegotten scraplings, effeminate baboons. Yeah. Mind explodey powers. You found some shoes finally. Ah, that's how they got their weaponry. Some explosive crystals that grow in the caverns. Yeah. And at this point, it is a good place to go back and finish up some of these other battles, but I'm going to press on. Night of the Living Knights. Seeking refuge in the Stronghold, the party finds something sinister in the darkness. So you've been here before. Ah, an ancient language. So maybe there's a clue here. Most regret is of no use. That's true. Hopefully she can read it for us. Something inside? Yeah. Alright, so this battle adds a new element, but I'll just show you how I set my team up. I debate between this spot and a spot up here. Up here, your ranger will have access to pretty much this area, but over here, she'll have access to right here, and then when they start coming around this corner down here. So I kind of like this side better. But I'll also put a couple up there. And then right here is where I'd put him if I were not using any generic recruits. So that's pretty much where those 4 would go. But as I am using generic recruits, I kind of like to just really cram around the entrance here, if you couldn't tell already. Yeah, and this is about the first time that we run into these skeletons in the main story that have the armor. So another spoiler. Oops. Some enemies have armor on. Yeah, real men fight shirtless. Yeah. The less zombified jangly bits I have to stare at. Yeah. Yeah, and we pretty much just tear through them. But if you hadn't done any grinding or gone back to get any of the stronger weapons from the extra battles, those armored enemies would actually pose a little bit of a challenge, as Slack's going to demonstrate here. Yeah, how am I supposed to fight guys totally encased in armor? Yeah. If any of them get to one, or I might just do it anyway. You see, it just blows up in a large area. The bigger ones obviously do more damage, but I don't think we're gonna have to worry about that. If any get that far, I'll show it off. Let's just go ahead and speed it up a little bit, I guess. So I think magic attacks bypass armor. So Rena and Elena are really powerful here. Not that I didn't boost Elena any. I'm trying to. They're not going to make it to the crystal even without boosting half the team. Alright, what do you have available? 10% chance to freeze on Ice Ball. So these two add status effects to your original attack, which if you're not going to boost them much, I don't know if it would probably be okay if you bypass putting any points in it, but 10% chance it's something. And let's see, we get that one available at 5, and that one's available at 5, so we'll save points there. Get one in each of those for coat. Yes. Yeah, what was that crystal? One of their siege weapon ingredients. Alright. They were ash soldiers. Alright. Well, they must have already been here. Wait a second. What's happening? Oh, yeah. We learned crystal. Now we can place a crystal that deals 150 damage to foes within 2 tiles. It explodes in 5 seconds, or on lightning strike. So you set it down, it has a timer, or you can just hit it with lightning and instantly blow it. But that's where I'm going to end today. Thanks for watching.